Earlier this year, Subaru applied for a patent for the STI nameplate in Germany, leading many to believe the return of the STI will be electrified under this Subaru Technica Electric or Subaru Technica EV lineup. This is all speculation for now, but until we see an official statement from Subaru directly, who knows what they're up to, if they're up to anything at all. If this new STI becomes an EV, it is likely that it will be ridiculously fast. Electric cars have instantaneous torque, which is ideal for acceleration and can give even combustion hypercars a run for their money during a dig. If we look at what Kia and Hyundai are doing with their EV performance cars, we can see how potent these EVs can be, and what may be in store for the Subi enthusiasts wanting a next-gen STI. So before the next gen STE becomes like every other performance EV with a sub 4 second 0 to 60 time, let's look back at the previous gen STIs and try to figure out which STI generation has the fastest 0 to 60. Anyways friends, I'm Sepp, welcome back to a new video. I'm a car enthusiast making videos for enthusiasts like yourselves, so feel free to subscribe to get more car content on your YouTube feed. I understand 0 to 60 times are influenced by an endless list of things, but I'm just curious if some generations are recorded to be significantly faster or slower than others. Also, I'll be comparing the USDM STIs for now, as the 2-liter EJ STIs in the overseas markets deserves a whole video entirely. Starting off with the 2004 to 2005 Blaubai Subaru WRX STI, powered by the 2.5-liter EJ257, rated at 300 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque. This rally car for the street has polarizing looks, a short gear ratio, and a weighing larger than anyone expected from an Asian country. I grabbed 3 0 to 60 times from 3 different sources. Car and Driver got 4.6 seconds, AutoWeek got 4.78 seconds, and Motor Trend got 4.874 seconds. On average, the Blaubai Generation STI comes out to 4.75 0 to 60 time. Now, I find this impressive considering this car came out nearly 2 decades ago. Now moving on to the 2006 to 2007 STI, also known as the Hawkeye generation thanks to the front end resembling a bird's face. This gen is still based on the GDB chassis from the Blaubai with a few mechanical differences. Firstly, the torque split was changed from the default 35-65 front and rear to 41-59 front and rear. Next, the 6-speed transmission got slightly taller second, third, and fourth gear ratios. And lastly, the ECU was tweaked for some issues related to the wastegate actuator and engine hesitation. In terms of appearance, the triple end front grille, in addition to the clear taillights and a smaller mini wang acting as a roof vane spoiler, made this Hawkeye different from the previous generation Blaubai and Bugeye Subis. Now moving on to the 0 to 60 times, I only have 3 sources, 2 of which don't have me completely convinced on their credibility, but it's the best I can find on the interwebs. So the website Modern Racer notes a time of 4.7 seconds. Another website named Torque Stats notes a time of 5.3 seconds, and the better of the 3 sources, Auto Evolution, notes an acceleration time of 5.4 seconds. The average comes out to 5.13 seconds. Interesting variation in times compared to the Blaubai, but still within half a second of each other. Next up is the 2008 to 2014 GR STI generation. This evolution of the STI comes with a completely redone body style. A wide-body hatchback was introduced during the debut, and a wide-body sedan with a big wang was added in from 2011 onwards. The power gets a tiny jump from 300 to 305 horsepower, but the more significant change was the addition of Subaru's intelligent drive modes, allowing drivers to cycle between intelligent, sport, and sport sharp, which in reality just alters the throttle input. Overall, this generation of the STI became more livable, with an updated interior and softer suspension tuning, which may be beneficial for a daily driver, but a step in the wrong direction for the hardcore track-focused enthusiasts. 0 to 60 times for the hot hatch are 5.1 seconds from Car and Driver, 4.8 seconds from Motor Trend, and 4.8 seconds from PopularMechanics.com, for an average of 4.9 seconds. A pretty good result in my opinion, considering the creature comforts of this generation greatly improved from the bare bones GDB generations. Now, the last and sadly final generation of the STI, the 2015 to 2021 V8 generation. Subaru moved away from having the STI and WRX as a derivative of the Impreza, but rather as a whole different platform. The 5-door option was thrown out and the sedan body type stayed. The looks are much more boxier and sharpened off, with some people finding the looks a little too close to the Mitsubishi Evo 10. Anyways, in terms of powertrain, the engine is more or less the same except for the 2019 to 2021 STI, which has the same short block as the limited run Type RA, and gets a tiny jump in horsepower from 305 to 310. Chassis and drivetrain improvements occurred throughout the evolution of the V8 STI, but nothing too drastic that makes it a complete outlier from the rest of the previous generations. The final STI generation was able to pull 4.8 seconds for car and driver, 5.1 seconds for Edmunds, and 4.6 seconds for Motor Trend, for a final average of 4.83 seconds. So listing off the USDM STIs from slowest to fastest, we get the Hawkeye generation at 5.13 seconds, the GR generation at 4.9 seconds, the VA generation at 4.83 seconds, and in first place, and also the first USDM STI, the Blobeye coming in at 4.75 seconds. These results show how consistent Subaru kept the STI in terms of straight line speed. They are all within half a second of each other, so I personally don't think one generation STI is really faster than the others. But this kind of makes sense. The STI wasn't meant to be known for its 0 to 60 time. It's quick enough to get a sensation of speed, but won't pull away from a DSG Golf R or even a GTI for that matter. But its undeniable grip in corners, the confidence it inspires on loose surfaces, and the raw, old-school feeling of a 90s Japanese sports car provides a driving experience no driving review or test can put numbers to. This leads me to my next point. If the STI comes back as an electric vehicle, the driving experience will no longer resonate with the STI we all know. The drama from the turbo lag, the notchy but super sloppy shifter feeling, the hydraulic steering, the rumble sound, those things will no longer be there. Instead, it will be a programmed experience, fabricated to simulate the unique character of a turbo EJ motor. Additionally, the EJ engine platform has a huge community of enthusiasts who know the ins and outs of modifying and unlocking the potential it has. It is yet to be known how the worldwide community of Subaru enthusiasts will respond to an all-electric car if there isn't really an engine to modify anymore. So on that note, what do you guys think about an all-electric STI? And additionally, with the STIs or WRXs you have now, what kind of 0 to 60 times are you guys getting? And if you have mods, what mods do you have to achieve those times? Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'll catch you all on the next one. Take care.